Hello, this is Mahbube, and I am with you with another series of Our New World. Our New World because we're experiencing completely new experience after this new virus COVID-19 that's attacking the world. Today is 9th of May, year 2020. I'm making this series to update the situation. Maybe we'll learn some lesson, maybe we'll remember the details of how we deal with it today, especially because as a human being, we are very forgetful. That's what history showed us. So there's a big evidence that we are forgetful, and it's important to remember these days. Yesterday, we went out for shopping. My husband went to the queue in Asda in near the Manchester City Stadium, and I was in the car with Liam, and I just took him out. It was towards the end of the car because we were far from the people, and I just took Liam out to go for a bit of walk. He was very excited, and the weather was absolutely amazing. It was sunny. It was a little bit of like very cool, slow wind, which is absolutely like feeling great, just in the summer. He was walking, I was running after him. He's 1 year old, and tomorrow he's going to be 1 year old and 5 months. So the people who've got kids know what I mean. In this age, you just have to go run after him. Like, he just go like everywhere without thinking that it might be any danger. So I was running and just really enjoying that. He also had a good time. But I was looking at the people like far from me, and I miss people. Like, I felt like, oh my goodness, I I want to be in a normal situation. I want to have a conversation with you all. I want to see how you are all doing. Um, um, I, I want to hug people. Just want to say that I love people. I love that sort of normality of human social life. And I felt sad. I felt sad that God, just I really, really want this lockdown to end. We are facing challenges one by one every day. There is more than 30,000 deaths in the UK, and we became the number one country in Europe to have the high number of deaths. And we were speaking to a friend 2 weeks ago that he just came from another country to the UK. There was no test in airport. Let's say nearly 3 weeks ago. And big question mark. And but what I have in part of my personality is that I don't put much time on things that is out of my control, and there are negative points that I don't put into consideration because they don't do any good for me. I look at the outcome, what's gonna have a good outcome for me, and I focus on positive thoughts, positive points, positive ideas, positive perspectives, because that's what I need right now. And so that was a very, very special feeling that I've experienced yesterday. And it's actually a few days that Liam woke up like nearly 5 o'clock in the morning, and had a bit of milk and then go back to his sleep. But there's a bird that exactly at 5 o'clock she or he starts singing. It's so interesting that you start singing and then just kind of the sun is rising. So that was also a very very, very special feeling that I've been experiencing. And it also made me think that during this new situation of lockdown that we were not prepared for. Nobody would tell us that there's going to be a very contagious virus. You're going to stay at home, and there's not going to be any vaccine or all those things that we experienced. Also, we're not prepared for that. Nobody didn't tell us that this is going to come. And I've kind of realized that because of this situation, all of us experiencing new feelings, and it's a new experience for us. So our reactions also might surprise us. So, which I want to tell you that look at it as in the positive side, that any challenge that would question things for yourself regarding your feelings, regarding your reactions is good, because it's important that you think about yourself. before this virus and COVID-19, in our robotic routine of life, there was a very small space for us to look after ourselves, unless we kind of think about all this meditation, relaxation, yoga, and all the stuff that we've kind of thought, okay, this is what I need to do for myself. This is what I need to do for my health, and especially for that, I personally I question that some of it I've been impacted by advertising and what it's been fed to me as what it would calm me down. And actually, these days, I've kind of realized that a part of, okay, just definitely, just some relaxation and meditation is good, but I found that I used to dance a lot back in Iran when I was a teenage, and that made me feel absolutely great. And after that, I felt so actually calm and relaxed. So we do a lot of dancing and Zumba, Persian dance, like even sometimes Arabic dance. I love Arabic music, and that works. I've just been really, really surprised by all these new thoughts, new feelings that I put into consideration for myself, to see that, okay, what I want to do now, or what I need to change, or what sort of activity would help me, was really interesting. I talked to you about just the rise of abuse against women during the lockdown, and I've managed to do some live videos reading the poetry of the archive project that we work on at Common Word, which is the writing organization in Manchester that I'm proud to work for. And I came across this poem that I've thought, you know what, I also need to share that in my podcast. Especially when we talk about women, the language that we use in our literature for women also being used in a negative way. So I found this poem by Anne Paley, and it's from the book Poetry by Women. She Says is the name of the book. She Says, and it's been published in 1988. The poem called Exile. I'll know when equality comes, when man meaning human, him meaning God, he meaning everyone, and she, a spare part, have passed people's lips for the last time. I'll know when freedom has come, when nag meaning bitter wife, hag meaning ugly wife, bag meaning old wife, and bitch meaning every wife, have shattered female ears for the last time. I'll know when acceptance has come, when girl meaning grown woman, bird meaning dumb woman, slut meaning loose woman, slag meaning dirty woman, and cunt meaning the vilest thing that ever tainted earth, have violated truth for the last time. When women no longer means a species apart, the language of hate lies unmasked and unarmed, only then can I walk as myself with my brother, only then will he know that sisterhood means. He know what sisterhood means. I absolutely love this poem. It kind of made me think of how we also use the women in the language, and there need to be grassroots works to actually raise awareness about women's rights. We do everything. There's campaigns, there's voice, and there is definitely this amazing progress that we achieved in the history. But in this situation, when something like violence against women has been risen this bad that they may survive the virus but not the lockdown, I've been thinking to myself that then what is going wrong? And whatever I thought about, I've kind of realized that what we meant by priority, something, just a bigger action needs to be taken, higher level action, something that we have to take to the next step for women. And there are also children who during the lockdown is dangerous for them. So and also there is these issues that we need to look at and put into consideration. And also I've seen other positive points, like I know people who never done gardening. I know friends that doing gardening and it really helped them, or cooking, or those basic things that before COVID-19, because of the very busy life, going to work, maybe grabbing something to eat, just in hurry. I'm just saying from myself that I'm kind of I used to eating so fast because I had to get into a meeting, I had to go to work, I had to get home. All of these things in hurry that we never put into consideration as like a very important step, very important part of our life, which is a positive side of the lockdown, that I'm sure that people, because they've done it, they enjoy it, so they would continue doing that. Uh, what else? I don't want to talk about the poor management and all the reaction that has been taken really wrongly in order to tackle the virus. But as I said, I'm not in a position to talk about it first because I don't want to talk about it. It's just, I don't want to talk about something that has been done. It's negative. And as an artist, I want to point the positive side, because we have a proverb in Persian that we said that I'm just saying in Farsi, جلوی ضرر رو هر وقت بگیری منفعت. It means that whenever you stop something negative, it comes positive, it's got the benefit. So I just want to stop all the negativity and put all the sort of actions that needs to be taken in order to kind of something, just I've told you about women and children in lockdown that come into the light, about all this positive side that it helps us to see, and sending loads of love to the key workers, to the hospital staff. Yeah, so I think this is today's podcast going to be it. I hope you enjoy it. And the last thing that I want to say, that I'm really interested now in this, as I told you, this new reaction, new experiences, and also people's stories of how they dealt with lockdown and kind of look after themselves, that sort of self-care. I'm also working on the video that the short film that I'm making, and that's something that I will update on my next episode. I hope you enjoy it, guys. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you in my next episode.